Something terrifying swept through Missouri in mid-May 2025. The skies darkened, the wind intensified, and within minutes, chaos erupted across neighborhoods. What began as a series of weather warnings quickly turned into a catastrophic tornado outbreak, leaving death and destruction in its path. It was one of the worst weather events the state has experienced in recent memory. The tornadoes first touched down on May 15th and continued through May 16th, affecting multiple parts of the Midwest and Southeast. But Missouri, particularly the St. Louis area, bore the brunt of nature's fury. More than 20 tornadoes were confirmed across the region. Some were small and brief. Others, wide and violent, left a lasting mark. St. Louis was struck directly. A large tornado, preliminarily classified as an EF3, tore through the heart of the city. With winds reaching over 140 miles per hour and a path up to a mile wide, this tornado did not discriminate. Homes were ripped open, trees twisted and snapped like toothpicks. Power lines came down, crashing across streets. Entire blocks were reduced to heaps of splintered wood and shattered glass. The tornado moved through Clayton, a bustling suburb, and continued into the central west end of St. Louis. Along its path, dozens of buildings sustained serious damage. Among them was the Harlem Tap Room, a historic local bar. Its roof collapsed inward. Furniture was thrown into the street. Walls were peeled open like cardboard. In nearby Centennial Christian Church, a portion of the building caved in. 3 people were trapped. Emergency crews managed to pull them out, but one later died from injuries. The human toll was immediate and severe. At least 7 people died across Missouri due to the tornado outbreak. 1 fatality occurred in the church collapse. 2 others were reported in Scott County further south, where another EF3 tornado touched down. Hospitals across St. Louis were flooded with the injured. Barnes Jewish Hospital treated over 20 patients, some in critical condition. St. Louis Children's Hospital took in 15 more, 2 of whom remained hospitalized for days afterward. In the wake of the storm, the city was plunged into darkness. Over 100,000 American customers lost power in the immediate aftermath. Entire neighborhoods sat without electricity as emergency crews worked to assess the damage and clear roads. Metrolink services were suspended on key lines due to storm-related track damage. Commutes halted, traffic lights went dark, businesses closed, schools canceled classes. But it wasn't just the physical damage, it was the shock, the confusion, the sound of sirens echoing through the city night, the cries for help, the families trying to reach each other by phone with no signal, the people who stepped outside after the storm to find their world completely changed. Further out from the city, the damage continued. In rural Missouri, tornadoes tore through farmland, snapping grain silos and tossing vehicles. Roofs were peeled away from homes like paper. Barns collapsed in on themselves. Debris littered highways. Livestock disappeared. Entire towns were left in states of emergency, their main streets unrecognizable under the rubble. Emergency responders moved quickly. Rescue operations began before the storms even ended. Firefighters and police went house to house, searching for survivors. Volunteers helped clear roads and remove debris. Shelters were opened. Donations poured in. But for many, the damage was too great to absorb. The National Weather Service later confirmed at least 22 tornadoes during the outbreak. Most of them occurred in Missouri and neighboring Kentucky. Some tornadoes lasted only a few minutes. Others tracked for over 20 miles. The St. Louis tornado alone had a path length of more than 10 miles, cutting a jagged line through the urban landscape. This wasn't the first time Missouri had faced severe weather in 2025. Just weeks earlier, on Easter Sunday, an EF2 tornado struck near New Bloomfield in Callaway County. That storm caused injuries and left significant damage along a nearly 3-mile path. And in early April, another round of tornadoes and flooding affected large portions of the state. April and May had already proven to be a relentless season. Still, the May 15th to 16th outbreaks stood apart. The scale, the location, the population affected, all combined to create a perfect storm of destruction. Missouri officials declared a state of emergency. Damage assessments began immediately, but early estimates suggested thousands of homes were affected. Nearly 5,000 buildings were damaged or destroyed. Entire communities faced weeks, if not months, of cleanup and recovery. The psychological effects are harder to measure. Many residents were left shaken, their sense of safety shattered. Children asked why their homes were gone. Elderly residents had to be evacuated from nursing homes with no power. Please subscribe and share our video. It means a lot.